Well, between that and he had too much... He wasn't that good of a player. He was mostly...
Really? Ask any Giants fans. They loved him when he was on the team. Now, he's not a good player.
No, I never liked him to begin with.
Well, this is all coming out now after that he's gone off the team. Right, Todd?
Well, yeah, unfortunately, Boss is subbing in fine, though.
I know, but Boss even have a touchdown? He has one?
I don't know.
I don't even think he has a catch or two.
He's doing
I know it took him like 3 weeks to get his first catch. 3 or 4 weeks. That was a big story. No, he's a good player. I agree. But isn't that a little tough to ask a tight end? I know he's a veteran. He's been in Kansas City for his whole career. Is that tough to ask a tight end to come in week 7, week 8?
Learn a system.
And try and learn a new playbook?
That's going to be tough.
Especially how Coughlin loves to have his tight ends block so much.
Yeah, it's true. I don't think he'd be happy with that kind of playbook.
And all I heard over...
a contender, though. And the Chiefs are
I know. I understand he wants to play for contender, but all you heard... I know it's a little different with the quarterback, but on WFAN, the great Boomer Esiason is talking about how hard it was going to be for Brett Favre to be learn the playbook like a month before the season starts. Now this is, 8 weeks, 2 months into the season starts, and the tight end's got to learn the playbook. I know it's not the same as quarterback, but, you just have different terminology for plays and stuff, and I don't...
Yeah, good point.
I don't know how quick he can pick that up. I don't know how, he could be a smart player. I don't know, but it'll be tough to see. You never know.
Yeah, it could happen. They also said that your Cowboys had interest, Eagles had interest, and I want to say Miami, but I don't think that's right.
Miami has good tight ends. They don't need anything else.
I know, but I don't know.
They have 2 good tight ends. I don't know what they...
Philly should have interest. L.J. Smith is garbage. He's from Rutgers. What else do you expect? But did you guys watch the Penn State game last night?
I did not. I was at a bar watching the D-Rays.
Yeah, wasn't the Penn State game on?
No, we had...
what time did you go to the bar? The game was over around 10:30.
I got there around 9:45, 10 o'clock.
Oh. Yeah, when I was at...
Florida LSU was on, mostly.
Yeah, I guess they probably turned that game off by then because it was a blowout. We won 48-7. I say we because I feel like I'm a part of the team.
You are. You're in the crowd. You're on the team.
That's how I feel like we're the 12th man when we're at home. So, it's exciting. We got Michigan. We haven't beaten them in 9 years. It ruined our magical 2005 season. Not going to let it happen again. I know the team's not going to look forward to Ohio State, even though it's the bigger game, just because Michigan's just owned us the past 9 years, going back to the days of Tom Brady. So, should be a good. Ready for State College to be rocking next week. NJ Devils is coming up, Todd. My brother's coming up. It's going to be wild.
Should be a good game.
Is it hard to get tickets for Penn State games?
Yeah, it's going to. I know I was looking online just because NJ Devils coming up just to see where it was.
Is NJ Devils going to tailgate all day?
Yeah, this was before we beat Wisconsin by 41 points. The tickets were going for $175 plus.
Wow.
So now I'm going to get to be over 200.
Wow.
For college, wow.
Well, those are for, student tickets, so those are a little bit more expensive. But I saw like press box seats, they're, selling them on eBay for $1,600. Like 4 of them.
And this is for the Michigan game, right?
Yeah, this is for the Michigan game. Michigan's not even that good, but just because it's Michigan and number 3 in the nation,
Yeah. I can only imagine what the Ohio State tickets are going to go for.
Well, that's at Ohio State.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
So, it's going to be probably expensive there.
Yeah.
But, I wish we had it at home, but it's the way the cookie crumbled. Scat claims he's going to come up that weekend. But I got a couple Scat stories while I'm on the phone. So, last year we go to Maryland.
Yeah.
Visit the legendary Richard Picone.
No.
Richard Picone. The fake Cowboy fan.
Todd's best friend in the world.
Fan. So.
Todd, the fake Yankee. He's the curse of the Yankees.
Yeah, he is.
He really is. It's true. He had the Billy Goat curse for the Cubs. Now we have the curse of Ricky Picone.
Yeah.
It's true. But anyway, so we go there. I'm there with my one friend from school in Scat. So we go out to a bar. They don't ID in Maryland. Or they do ID. You can show them your 17-year-old driver license and they'll let you in.
Yeah.
Kind of a joke down there. Anyway, so we go to a bar, and the first night, Scat's hammered. He's puking in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And, before midnight, he had 3 drinks. He's a little guy, you know that, Todd.
Yeah.
So we come back, and he passes out. And then he's like, apparently, one of Ricky's roommates wasn't there, so he passed out in his bed. And his other roommate share a room, and he was watching him and his girlfriend have sex, and his girlfriend was getting really creeped out by it.
Wow, that's creepy.
That's creepy scat for you. Then the next night, Ricky has a party,
Yeah.
and Scat passed out at midnight.
Okay.
What time do you start drinking?
Like, probably like 8. He wasn't even drinking that hard, just Scat. Then he comes to Penn State, and he walked. We were at the bar. This is when he was 21 this summer. And he left at 10 o'clock and went back to my apartment and passed out from like 10:30 to 1:30.
Wow.
Yeah, he's just a little guy. So he told me next week that he's going to come up and dominate State College and teach me how to drink. And I asked him, I told him that the State College nightlife goes beyond 10:30. That's when it just starts to get good. So if he wants to dominate, he's going to have to plan on staying up a little bit later.
He's going to have to take like a 4-hour power nap before.
A little past his bedtime, yeah. Well, I was thinking about going to Ohio State next weekend, and I just want to see if I can get a ticket. That's the big thing. I don't want to go out all the way out there and just, kind of sit there and not be in the game.
You have to be at the game for that kind of thing.
Why don't you look on StubHub? I mean...
Yeah, I'm looking around. Well, Penn State gets, a portion of the tickets for the game.
Yeah.
So they're doing the lottery, so I'm going to try and enter into that lottery.
Yeah.
And try and get tickets that way. That way I'll get them for, face value. Then I'll be sitting with a Penn State fan.
All right, BMO. Thanks for your call. We really appreciate everything you have to say. It's good stuff.
Sorry for holding up the lines, Todd.
All right.
Have a good one, BMO.
Have a good day. Bye.
Take care, guys.
All right, so that was our lengthy call here with the Cowboys fan. What's going on?
Is that fine? It's off?
Yes, it's fine.
Okay.
All right, so...
Well, Mr. Santana for MVP, you can call in now if you want. Which... Santana isn't going to be MVP. He's not that good.
And the Mets missed the playoffs.
Yeah, how about that?
So that's going to be some big trouble there. All right, we'll go back to the NFL here. We talked about one game so far, Vikings over the Lions, so let's move on up.
All right, we'll take a little trip to Atlanta. Falcons beat the Bears 22-20.
This was a kind of crazy game. Falcons were in control most of the game, kicking early field goals, and Matt Ryan doing a fine job protecting the ball. Kyle Orton, though, woke up, though, in the second half, got things going, and all of a sudden, in the very end, it was 19-10 Atlanta. They started coming back, though, 19-13. Then a good touchdown there by Orton, and they're up 20-19 with 40 seconds to play in the game about. And then the Falcons just quickly take it back downfield, and a good pass by Matt Ryan, and Elam with a long 48-yarder. He connects, 22-20. Falcons win, game over. Atlanta 4-2. I cannot believe this. I thought this team was going to get 3 or 4 wins coming into the season. They're 4-2.
It's all because of Matt Ryan, 22 for 30, 301 yards.
What an impressive game. They are now 3-0 at the Georgia Dome on the year. And the Bears, they falter down to 3-3, making the NFC North a close race, NFC South a close race, and maybe the pattern will continue where the last place team wins the division the next year, because the Falcons, they're in first right now.
Well said.
All right,
we're going to take a little trip down to the Big Easy. In New Orleans, the Saints beat the lonely Oakland Raiders 34-3.
Well, the big mistake was firing Coach Kiffin. I mean, he's keeping this team competitive. They played tough games. They lost them still, but they played good. And just look what happens now. They get rid of him. What happened? They get blown out. Jamarcus was terrible. He doesn't know what he's doing. Who's coaching this team? No one knows.
Tom Cable, I want to say. Is he a cable guy?
It's pathetic. So, Al Davis, there you are. You're a big dope. You made a big mistake. Saints blow you out. They're 3-3. Raiders falter to 1-4. They're horrendous.
All right, we're going to go now to Giants Stadium. The New York Football Jets beat the Cincinnati Bengals 26-14.
You wonder if Carson Palmer was playing today, if the Bengals would have won this game?
Probably not.
You're not really sure? Opening, though, in the game, though, Favre goes back trying to throw. They nail his arm. He fumbles it. Bengals pick it up, run it in. They're up 7-0. From there, the Jets pretty much dominate. They're just not putting anything away. They tied the game at 7, but they just couldn't do much after a while. They kept driving, but they wouldn't get points or nothing. And finally, though, they get a decent lead. They're up 17-7. All of a sudden, after it was 17-7, Fitzpatrick had an amazing drive. He got him back into the game, 17-14 right before halftime. And he did nothing else pretty much, and the Jets just rolled over from there. They win it 26-14. They are now 3-2, competing in the AFC East. Bengals, the only 0-6 team in the NFL.